you're a person that has not experienced true love yet from another person. And because of that, you are craving to feel that feeling. Us as human beings, connecting with other people is one of the main purposes of us even being here. And so you craving love the way that you do, there's nothing wrong with that. And you seeking out a significant other or a partner, there's nothing wrong with that either. And it makes a lot of sense for you to want to feel another person, and not even in necessarily like a sexual sense. I mean genuine connection, you know, just whether that's from having someone to hug, you know, having someone that you can consistently talk to on a regular basis and just tell about your day. You know, if you're feeling down, talk to them about your problems, and just basically having someone that you can come to. Just basically having someone that you can come to whenever you're feeling down, even whenever you're feeling great and you're feeling amazing and you want to express that to someone. Maybe you had an amazing day at work, or maybe you had just an amazing experience that sometimes words can't even explain, but just having that person that kind of gets that, you know, where you don't have to even, sometimes you don't even have to speak and they understand you in that sense. And, you know, late at night when you're by yourself, you know, maybe you've had a dream and it'd be nice to like turn over and have that person to talk to about your dream, you know, versus, you know, having to like, I guess there's nothing wrong with like calling a friend and telling about your dream, or a family member, whatever it is, but it's like, it's very different, obviously, like to have your own person that you can speak to and you guys are there for each other. Because like you do the same thing for them, you would do the same thing for them. Like whatever they needed you for, you would be there for them. You know, if they needed a listening ear or if they needed advice, you would provide that for them. You know, you are the type of person that is very considerate and you're compassionate as well. And it can feel very discouraging to constantly be told that you need to love yourself first whenever you express that you are ready for another partner. It's as if like people aren't hearing you and like they don't care to hear you, and sometimes maybe they don't even know what to say to that whenever you express that you are desiring for the love of your life. You are desiring a partner to be in a relationship with, a healthy relationship. You know, anytime somebody is expressing that they are ready for true love, someone might respond with, you are your own true love. And that is definitely true, because everything does start with self. But for the people that are already past that point where you've already spent your time learning how to love yourself and healing from all of your past traumas, and now you are at the point where you're just ready to find someone to share a relationship with, it can get discouraging and maybe even annoying to have people constantly tell you that, as if it's like a regurgitation where everyone's just saying the same thing and no one's going more into it, or no one's even acknowledging what you just said to them about you already loving yourself or whatever it is, you know. And that this is not out of a needy or desperate type of situation. This is not a needy, I have to have this otherwise I'm gonna die type of expression, you know. But some people might make it seem that way anytime that you bring that up. And this video is just to express to you that there are people who also have that same feeling, and that you are heard, and that there's nothing wrong with expressing that you desire a relationship with other people. And it's not anything to be ashamed of either, or embarrassed about, to want to express love to another person, you know, and want to connect with other people as well. especially if you have done the work on yourself. And the only reason why, or one of the reasons that it's so important that you do the work on yourself is so that it's not out of a necessity. You know, when you think about babies need their mother because they are not self-sufficient. They cannot live life on their own, otherwise they actually might die. You know, us as adults, you know, us as adults should have the capability of providing for ourselves and being self-sustaining and understanding that, you know, we love ourselves. We know we're not going to die without that. You feel like you're going to die without a significant other because you still have childhood wounds and you still have a lot of things that you need to heal from. And that's the only reason why, if you're still at a state where you feel like you have to have another person, that's where it's coming from. It's not because you really love this person so much. You might really care about that person and have love for them, but true love is not out of a necessity. So that might be why people say that constantly. But for the people that are past that part, you know, it is a natural thing to want to have someone to lay next to, want to have someone to wake up and you can talk to them and you go out and try new things with them, or just go out and experience life with them. Like if there's a new scary, like for example skydiving, not to go so extreme, but like it's okay to want to experience that with another person. Sure, you can go skydiving on your own, but it's like, again, we are here on earth to connect with other people, whether that's from connecting with your family, connecting with friends, connecting with just people in general. Not even it doesn't even have to be like an actual relationship, whether that's friendship, whatever. Like you can have conversations with people and connect with people from that, you know what I'm saying? Just sharing that genuine moment where you can relate to somebody from on something, and it's just a very heartwarming experience, and then you go about your own life, you know. But at the same time, I definitely understand to want a consistent individual in your life, and that's the type of relationship that you are ready to experience. You definitely will experience that, I promise. Like, especially if you've done everything that you are supposed to do, and you are supposed to have a type of romantic interest in your life, you definitely will. Because an example I love to bring up is, like, think about before you were healed and when you were in a desperate state and all of that, you were capable of finding a partner then. So now that you are healed and you're actually where you're supposed to be and who you are supposed to be as a person, why wouldn't you be able to find a partner now that you are in a better position? You know, versus being in the desperate, needy state and you also had a partner at that stage. Of course, now that you are on a higher level, you're going to be capable of finding that. So it's just a matter of having that understanding for yourself and just keep moving with life. And don't get discouraged if certain situations don't end up turning into a romantic interest, because not every situation is supposed to be a romantic interest. Just acknowledge whatever the connection is and accept it for what it is as well, and just continue to flow. You don't have to force anything. Everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen, and it will lead you in the right direction. Just keep moving forward. Allow yourself to flow. All that means is to accept connections for what they are. Be in the present moment. You know, you might meet someone, you might find them physically attractive, you might like their personality, and you might be interested in them in a romantic sense, but the direction of that relationship might not go towards a romantic interest, and it's okay for that to not be a romantic interest. You know, there's a lot of things that will happen and it will lead to other things. Not everything's gonna be predictable, and not everything's going to happen exactly how you want them to, but everything can definitely lead to the things that you desire and what you want. It's a matter of not trying to force anything to be something that is not, and accepting things as they are and continue to flow. Don't be that person with self-sabotaging behaviors, blocking your blessings and losing the opportunities that come into your life. A lot of things can be scary if you're new to that, but if you know that you are a person that's in your own way, get out of your own way. Certain doors will open up and you will start to receive the things that you want. Just remember, you are deserving. If you resonated with anything I spoke about in this video, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing so that this video reaches someone who may also need to hear this message. Thank you and bye.